Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Sid here. So today I will be talking about a new indicator that I came across recently. Not a huge fan of a lot of indicators using in my chart. I only use the moving averages and the VWAMP and the volume in my chart. That's what I love to use when I'm day trading and I'm doing my analysis. But I got across this new indicator volume profile. I've seen in some other YouTube videos and found a little interesting. I wanted to give it a try about what exactly I can get benefit out of it. So um, I thought I'll make a video how to set that up in Thinkorswim and what can we add into our how can it help increasing our analysis or better our trading. So if you like this type of content, please leave a like to the video, and if you're not part of the channel, consider subscribing. It's I do day trade every day, and I do post whenever I can if there is a good something useful out there. So if you are not part of the channel, if you want to follow my journey, please leave a like and consider subscribing. That would be very helpful. Now let's go and jump into the video. So in Thinkorswim, it's very easy to add any indicators. It's again once you go into the studies, and this is how I add. It's the easiest. I can visually see everything on the left side, and I can see that I'm adding certain profile. So once you go to edit studies, you can just simply type volume profile, and that's it. It will come up, and you can select on add selected, and you can apply, and that will give you the volume profile on the right side. So that's very easy, and this is not very fancy. I don't see any color codings in Thinkorswim, but for this level of just for this particular indicator, which I particularly don't use every day, and that should be enough. Now, doing some basic research of what I found and how useful is this volume profile. He's you can So now we are looking at a 5-day 5-minute chart and looking at that. So what does this say is this is the upper level of the volume profile on this band, and this is the lower level on this volume profile. So what exactly that means is between these level, that's where the highest volume traded for this given time period. That means the 5-day. In the last 5 days, whatever we are seeing in this chart, this is where we see highest level of volume traded. And looking at that, that's quite easy because when you come at this higher level and above that, it's just today that we broke above that, and we don't have anything from the last 4 days on that above this price range. That's why we see very low volume over there, and below this again there's very little below this. That's the reason these two levels are high and low. But we can consider like this low level is where people look for the support. So if you're trading on a 5-day 5-minute chart, and if you are adding this volume profile in your in your indicators, just having a quick look at these two high and low levels will give you an idea where the stock might get a support. So on a 5-day 5-minute, okay, we have this range, we have this level at 281.58, and look around this area is where you might expect a support, and that's what volume profile purpose is for. And coming into this, now these are like high volume areas, and where you see these low bars is where we have very low volume, and right here, and these are the low volume areas. And these low volume areas can again act as support or resistance in your in in that particular time range. So if we look at this low volume area, it acted as a resistance when the stock bounced around this low line, and we came all the way up, and this is where it acted as support, resistance for the first time. If I just draw a rectangle here, you can see this is where we have the low volume, and this is where we kind of acted as resistance there. And when we bounced all the way up after that, the high line, we broke the high line. Initially we holded this high line where and then we broke out of it, and we had the low volume here again. Now this might act as a support, or this might act as a resistance. Looks like this time it did act as a support here. We just broke through it. There's no guarantee that the low volume will be acting as a support or resistance, but that's where you can expect. And once we broke out of this level, the low volume area, again you came back all the way down right here, right here, the low volume. And yes, this you can consider now you have double confirmation. Okay, the low volume as well as support range that we have here, the stock all came all the way down, and this is where it took support, and now it just again went ahead on the upside. It took support, and again at the low volume area, this is where we had the low volume. It did try, we resist there. We didn't move right away into it. It had some resistance there, but we were able to go through it. That's where again it acted as a resistance. So that's how the volume profile indicator helps you in figuring out where the prices, where people are interested to buy or sell a particular stock, and how it can be useful finding the support and resistance in that particular for that particular stock. So for the next example, let's go into the on demand, and let's have a look at the cues on 9:15. So 9:15 last Friday. This is just a random example what I was trying to show. So 9:15 the stock we just pushed up all the way in the morning. You can see the high level, the high line is right here on this area, and this is where the low volume is, very low volume of the stock opened on the day. So now let's see, let's just try to draw a support line here and see. Stock pushed on the open, stock pushed all the way up, and we have decent volume on the daily basis here on that particular day, and this is where we see very low volume. And let me go a little forward and see what happened on the day 10:40, or after 1 hour, what happened on the day. So okay, it's taking some time. Okay, now you can see on the low volume area, that's where we have the support on that day. The stock went all the way up, and again it came back to that area, and that's where it found the support, and we just went all the way up. So on a day trading on that particular day, you can use this indicator just for finding those support areas and resistance areas. It might not be 100% perfect, but again, if there is something that's helping you to take quick trades on a day trading or even swing trading, that's helpful. So I will not be using this like my main indicator or so anything, but I can just quickly on that given day just add a volume profile and see okay what it's showing. So that's what I recommend too. If you like this indicator, just try to use and see how it can be helpful for you. And if you like this video, please consider leaving a like, and again subscribe to the channel. I'll make more videos like this, and see you all in my next video. Hope you all have a great day.